What's up, guys? It's your boy Spider Productions here, and today we are on the next episode of Superman and Lois. This is season 2, episode 3. I believe the title is called. Let me look. The Thing in. What? The Thing in the Mines. Okay. I didn't see the title first. Okay, The Thing in the Mines. So, I believe based on the promo of last episode, we're going to see if this creature is actually Doomsday. I think personally it's Doomsday. A creature that was that size and making that many noises, it has to be Doomsday. I can't see any other thing, Superman villain that I know of at least, that could be that. But I'm just surprised because it's wearing armor, and I'm not used to Doomsday wearing armor like that, but I guess we'll see. So I assume that's probably what will be revealed this episode, what is in the mines. Hopefully Superman confronts it this episode. Hopefully we get some answers. Hopefully we figure out what's up with this super team that Lieutenant Anderson put together. And yeah, bro, I was really pissed off with the whole Sarah thing. Like I've heard some people who had some comments on that subject, and I know some people are basically like, one I've heard people say it's for good television, it's good drama, I guess. It's like, drama for typical television. That's true. I agree with that. There are some people that say, oh, well, it's to be expected because some people theorized that she would be bi or something last season. And then there was a person that I saw that there are some people that I saw that actually were like, well, at least I'm glad she was able to discover that she's bisexual. So you're telling me that it's okay for her to discover herself at someone else's expense? That's just shitty, bro. I understand somebody trying to discover yourself, but do that while you're not in a relationship, because you don't fuck up the person you're in a relationship with by going to kiss anyone else. Bro, I've heard some people say like, oh, it's just a kiss, it didn't mean anything. A kiss, bro? You might as well have been cheating. That's bad. Like, if you really care about somebody, you wouldn't even think about doing anything with anybody else. Like, that person should satisfy you enough. Come on now. I don't care whether it was a woman, because let's be honest, if this was a fucking guy doing this shit and he just stepped out of line and decided to have sex with a dude and the girl gets burnt, you would hear a lot, even if people probably would be like, oh, at least he was able to discover himself, you would hear a lot of people be pissed off and say, guys ain't shit even when they go to the other side. Nah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. So, no, personally, she did a shitty thing. She kissed another girl, which is bad enough. It wasn't a guy, it was a girl. She kissed another girl while she was in a relationship, while dude was going to die last season, and the last words he said to her was, I love you, and this girl fucking goes to camp as a counselor and kisses someone else. Disrespectful. I don't almost die and tell you that I love you for you to damn cheat on me with someone else. The hell? Nah, bro, that's not how this game works. So yeah, it's really shitty that she did that to him, and I hope, honestly, I would say they don't need to get back together because clearly she doesn't respect him. Even her dad, Sarah's dad, even he sees Jordan as a beta male, and she says, like, he even told her that you're the alpha in the relationship. So clearly he's not going to get the respect he wants by dating her. Date someone else. Just do it. You save yourself a lot of trouble. As much as I do like Sarah, she was on some fuck shit. That's personally my opinion. But I digress. So I want to get into this episode. I don't want to waste any time. I want to see what goodies this episode will give us. So we're going to check it out and see. So without further ado, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh wait. Hold on. 3, 2, 1, and go. Third. Who is she working for? I have a theory it's Lex, but I'm not sure. Oh, are we in space? Oh. Okay. Superman returns. I was going to go to the mines? Clark. It's causing headaches, bro. Oh, jeez. You can't even get close? crap! Whoa, 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 whoa! Catch yourself! Oh, damn! Jeez. You can't get close to it? Damn. I mean, at least he tried. So I guess that's the show saying, like, obviously Lois needs to figure it out. Sure. I mean, he's offering. I say go for it. And he knows how to deal with Kryptonians, so if it is a Kryptonian, he can protect himself. Take some your suit equipment. Like you're obsessing over Sarah? Yeah. Exactly. She's not your girl. She kissed, yeah. She kissed someone else, dude. Okay. No. Get in here. We want to hear your opinion. I'm curious. Yeah. The whole you being a son of Superman is completely different than her kissing another girl. That's crazy. I get it because it's good advice. Like you're saying, okay, if you really are serious about her and you want to tell her about your powers one day, you don't want to react the way she's reacting. Oh, there's the other daughter. God damn. No wonder where the hell she was. So it's understandable that he's right. Like you don't want her to overreact when you tell her about your powers, but are you going to take her serious even after the fact that she did this? I don't know. I wouldn't personally. Like that's the ultimate sign of disrespect. If I'm kissing another girl and I'm dating somebody, I can understand if the girl I'm dating thinks that's ultimately disrespectful. Because it is. If a girl did that to me, that's disrespectful, bro. I can't. Nope. It just there's no reason unless if you're drunk. But even if you're drunk, that's still kind of sketchy too. I don't know. I'd just be 50. I'm sorry. I'm not even listening to what Lana's saying. Let me shut up. Wait, is this the first female mayor of Smallville? Really? Okay. She got a nice little boss suit. True. I thought she was gonna wear a tie with her boss suit. Okay. Good man, Kyle. Do not let me down, please. Oh, it's that girl that she's investigating? What? How are you born incomplete? Okay. I respect the fact that he told Clark about it. Even Clark said no. He said no. But I respect the fact that he came to Clark to talk to him about it. That is true. What? Holy shit! What was that? What was that? What was that? Yo. He just... That wasn't his voice that I heard. What was that? Jeez. That was something. Damn. What? You don't remember the conversation? Yeah, I guess. I understand Clark's point of view. Telling anybody is dangerous. Not only could it affect you, but it could affect him when he finds out. Why would I? No. Yeah. And yet it's still disrespectful. I say, from your point of view, because you don't know what's going on, give him time. But from his point of view, you did disrespect him by kissing someone else. Hey, you deserve the silent treatment. For a little bit. What? Roid it out? Crystal crap? Is it X-Kryptonite? That would make sense because of the gas that that one guy was using last episode. That would make sense if it was kryptonite. So crystal crap. So it's X-Kryptonite is what he was doing? Give me 1 second, I'm turning my heater off. It's really hot. Why do you call her that? Lana? That's not how you say her name. It's Lana. Lana? I've never heard anybody say her name like that. Oh, reverse mortgage is right, when she was part of the banker. Exactly, she didn't know it. I mean, I guess I understand it. I kind of get it, but it's not her fault. Yeah, that's better. We I mean, it's very difficult. I get it, though. I mean, I can understand both of their point of views. That's what I love about this show. It's not just one-sided arguments. You understand both points of view. That's not what many shows have been doing lately. When there's an argument, there's always something one-sided. You can always go for the one side. But this show has both sides that makes so much sense from both points of view. And I love it. Are you gonna tell your dad that he's voiding on extra time? Makes sense. Yeah, because he's making every throw. What the hell? Yeah? Okay. Is his girlfriend the cheerleader over there that I saw? Jonathan, this is not smart. What? What? There's no way. What? No, 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 no! Jonathan, come on, man! This isn't smart! John, what are you doing? Jonathan, why are you always going? You're so brash, bro. Oh, crap! Clark. The punch knocked him down? Really? Jesus. Holy shit! Oh my god. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh, that energy. Damn! Holy shit!
Yo, jeez. All that energy. I guess it was just rage he had. He just needed to vent it out. But God. Jesus. John, are you driving the car? Is that what's happening? He was driving the car? Jesus, man. This is not the time for you to get in your feels, Jordan. Son of a bitch, why is all of this happening at the same time? We ain't got time for all this nonsense, my dude. Buck is already going through ragefulness. Who is she? Who's she working for? I heard somebody was saying that was Amanda. I don't think that's Amanda Waller. Wouldn't they just bring back the lady from Arrow? Who's Amanda Waller? I mean, they could recast her. Who knows? They could just use the crisis excuse. Is it kind of cliche? I mean, it's interesting. Yeah, that was not great at all. You might get kicked off the team doing some stupid shit like that. Okay. She plays football? Shit, prove it. Prove it. I would have loved a sister who played any type of sport. It'd make things much easier. No, I don't like sports like that, but it would have been fun. The world, doomsday. Is that what? Is that mean something? Does it mean something? It has to, right? We're not gonna lose my boy in the second season. That's pretty soon to kill him off. That's a lot of extra tonight. Jeez. She going with him? She's bold. She saw what the hell that was. Okay, first of all, why the hell are the both of y'all going by yourselves? I don't care if you're John Henry Irons and you ain't got the steel suit on you, bro. You need to have people go with you. I'm never going to a dark. You can't be black, bro. You would never go to a dark location by yourself. I would never. No. I'm too afraid of that shit. I'm just afraid of getting got by some creature or something. From the excerpt line? No! Shit! This bitch! I mean, you kind of did drive the whole way back. That's impressive. You don't need to teach him anything. Though he was swerving that time, though. Okay, John's cool. That is very true. Yeah, if she told Lana's gonna be peeved. He needs to tell her that himself. That works. Okay. That works. Really? This bitch. Who are you? No way. She's gonna blow it again? You crazy female, what are you doing? Where's John? Is he still down there? This episode's pretty fast paced. Ooh, pretty fast. Still a good episode. It's really good. I'm invested in this shit, but it's running really fast. You just read the article, or you didn't read the article at all? After we won. These Lois moments this show makes me love Lois way more than I ever did before. Smallville got me definitely enjoying her character, but this show, bro, this show puts Lois in a completely different light for me. It's crazy. Why did she? Did they say why she did? Oh. Yeah, I bet it was alive. That'll go well. So are we seeing her next episode? Please? Please? Obviously, no, it's Lucy from Supergirl, which is even better. It's hard to be a sister. Do that. Again, very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. I mean, it's cool if it's a girl, but it's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. It's literally the only word you could use. Like, there's nothing to be ashamed or, I guess, embarrassed about. You kissed a girl, so what? It doesn't matter, but it's disrespectful. You were in a full-blown relationship. This dude almost died and said, I love you, and then you go around and kiss another girl. Kiss another person. It's disrespectful, man. I don't care. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. She does need this pep talk, but still. Yeah, everybody's gonna know. Hey. That's very true. That is terrifying as a parent, man. I feel like if you do something wrong, it's gonna screw up your kid's life. A parent's effect on a child will last a long time. I understand that as a child, as of right now. Okay. Oh, God! Clark! Holy shit! Clark! That's because she's blowing the mind! What the hell? No way! Can you even get close to it? Ooh! What? Yo, it's huge! That has to be Doomsday. I can't imagine it being anything else. But we're getting it so fast. That's crazy. It's only been 3 episodes. Yo, it has to be Doomsday. Who else could it be? It's huge! And it's just walking! What suit is he wearing? It looks like a submarine suit. Whoa! Damn! These visuals are crazy!
All right. Oh! Yeah, get up. Yeah, get out of there. Let's go. Oh, send the suits. Holy crap, bro. What is this thing? It has to be Doomsday. Whoa! Whoa! It's flying! Yo! It's flying! Yo! Holy crap! John, you crazy, bro! Iron Man, suit up! That's so cool! Oh, that's sick! That's sick! It's not even affecting him, bro! Use the hammer! Where's your hammer at? Whoa! John! Wait, part of his face plate came off. Who is it? Who is it? Wait! Does that? Oh shit! It's affecting them both! Oh, what? Did that look like Clark? Who is that? Wait a minute. Okay, I have two theories. Yeah. Lois. I'd rather much have them do it than send those people who don't even have that much experience fighting creatures. Not a good idea. Are you just gonna fly there, or are you gonna run there? Man. So, I have two theories. I'm gonna say them really fast. It's either, they said it's not the Clark from his world. You know how ironic it is that I just bought this? Please tell me this is not who this is. Was that Bizarro? That would be really cool. We haven't had a Bizarro appearance in live action since Smallville. Smallville, I think, was the last time we saw Bizarro. I mean... it's better than a bunker. Fix the barn? Oh, you're gonna see her now? In this episode? There's no way. True. Lucy ain't gonna try to kill you. Good luck, Lois. Good luck, girl. You're gonna need it. I like the relationship. I really do. Is this? This is pretty good. I like it. I mean, this works. This works for the modern day. Oh, those were live streams? Or... Please tell me, is that, what is that? Did Clark get that? What is it? Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Alright. Most guys would never do that shit, I'll tell you that. Tell you that. That shit ain't realistic. I'll tell you that for a fact. You have more hope than I do. I'm too realistic. That's well, at least it didn't crash and burn. I respect that. Writers, you wrapped it up very fast. Jonathan, what the hell are you doing? Where are you? So it is true? What are you doing, chick? What? Jonathan, this is stupid, man. What? Jonathan, are you serious? You want your girlfriend to sell you drugs? No fucking way. Fuck, Lucy. You're back on this shit again? What? Fuck. Oh!
fortress. Oh my God! I was right! Holy shit! I was right! Fuck! That's fantastic! Wow! I was right! God damn, that was such a good reveal! You fuckers in the writer's room. Yo, I knew it! Wow! So it was Bizarro! And he had the necklace and everything! I know in the comics, because this is his costume in the DC reboot, which I actually like. Like I said, I like this suit. But in the comics, when they were wearing the classic suit, Bizarro was wearing the classic suit, but it looked like it was ripped up. The cape was ripped up. I think he was wearing purple, but the quality on the video that I'm watching it on is not good. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Its quality is trash. So I'm gonna try to rewatch it later. But it looked like he was wearing either dark red or it was dark purple. It was hard to tell, but it either looked like it was dark red or dark purple. And his eyes were blue, which the heat vision is blue. Actually, that's ironic. Because Supergirl in the Supergirl show, which I hated for some reason, Supergirl had blue heat vision, and Superman in that show had blue heat vision too, and I thought it was really stupid. And then they finally fixed that when Superman and Lois came out. But yeah, Bizarro does have blue heat vision, but I think it's not even heat vision, it's freeze breath, right? Or cold vision, I think. If they do it that way, I don't know for sure. Like, it's gonna freeze people when he shoots the laser instead of burning them alive. But I don't know if they're gonna do it that way. Who knows? But that's crazy, bro. So I was talking about the necklace. So usually it's not the blue necklace ring you saw. It would be like it would be a necklace but with like a stone tablet on it, and I think it says #1, saying Bizarro #1. Oh, that's so fucking cool. That's a cop out, bro. Fuck. I mean, I'm glad it's not Doomsday. I'm glad they're saving that for later. Bizarro is a very underrated character, honestly. And it's mainly because Bizarro isn't like a well-known, popular Superman villain. And it's mainly because, you know, his appearance and his intelligence isn't all that great. But from the looks of it, and it seemed like it, like he didn't have full speech. He wasn't speaking clearly. He was just screaming and yelling, and I guess the mask was muffling his voice. But that's crazy as fuck, bro. I thought that was Doomsday, and they fucking copped me out. It's not. It's Bizarro. It's so cool. And that's ironic that I literally bought this and got this like 3 days ago, and of course he's in the fucking show. That's some timing, bro. I'll tell you that. That's some timing. I was not expecting that at all. Jesus, that's really good. That's a good reveal. This show is so good, man. This is the best show on CW, and I hope y'all won't ruin it, please. I would be very upset if that's the case. This show is really good, man. Like all the arguments that are arguments in this show are all both sides. You see both sides in the arguments, and I love that the most about the show. One, I love the fact that it focuses on family and the family dynamics with everyone, and I like that. The second thing I like about this show is that when they ever have arguments, whenever they have arguments, it's not just one-sided where you agree with one side or one side is proving to be better or righter than the other side. But in this show, both sides have good points and both sides make sense. So you feel conflicted every time an argument happens, and you don't feel like you're just one or the other. You're torn between the two because you agree with both. And that's what I love about arguments. That's what makes arguments so invested. I feel more invested in these arguments. Now I will say, the argument at the beginning of this season, when Clark and Lois were having an argument about the whole leaving Jonathan alone thing, I will say that was kind of one-sided, because I understand where Lois was coming from. Yeah, you shouldn't have left your 15-year-old son alone with a girl, but he's not a normal parent. He's literally a superhero. He has to go save the world, and if that means he has to leave his son home alone, he has to. So it's understandable. And he was saying like the beeper was for real emergencies, not for me to talk about my son having sex. Even though that is a real emergency, because you don't want to be a damn grandparent so young. So, but yeah, I get it. But it's just, you know, I felt like that conversation was very one-sided because I agreed with Clark the majority of that argument. But this argument with everyone here was really good, and it was on both sides. And we could see that creature, it's Bizarro. We can agree with that. So Bizarro, and it makes sense because when I was seeing, someone made a comment when one of the YouTubers, Aaron on Blindwave, shout out to Blindwave, he made a comment that in Batwoman, which I did see the first season, Batwoman, I haven't seen the last two, but Batwoman, when Alice, after Crisis on Infinite Earths, Alice's doppelganger, I forgot what her name was, Beth. Her doppelganger, Beth, the normal version of her, came from an alternate universe into our main universe. So obviously we're noticing that a bunch of people from alternate universes spilled over to our universe and they're doppelgangers. Bizarro, John Henry Irons, even though he's not doppelganger, he's from another Earth. John Henry Irons. I think the other Brainies we saw in Supergirl, one episode I saw. The other Alice. And I think there were probably some other doppelgangers in those shows. But, yeah. But it's crazy that that in that show in Batwoman, when Alice and Beth were in the same Earth together, they were having headaches because they both couldn't coexist together. One had to live and one had to die. So it seems like that's what they're saying here. If this is an alternate version of Clark from an alternate universe, which makes sense, but then it kind of sucks because Lex Luthor is originally the person that created Bizarro and wanted a clone army Superman, or Superman as his bodyguard, I guess. One that would listen to him. But he couldn't really, he doesn't have the technology to understand Kryptonian physiology. So it mutated into a mutated version of Superman. And it was Bizarro. And his speech is obviously backwards. His speech is very kindergarten-ish. And, yeah, but it's interesting because Lex Luthor typically creates this character, but we're saying that he's from an alternate Earth. Which, since we're not introducing Lex so far in this show, I assume he'll be here eventually. That's a good way of bringing in Bizarro. I keep saying Doomsday. It's a good way of bringing in Bizarro. It's a good way of doing that. So that works. But here are my questions now. If this is Bizarro, since this is Bizarro, which Earth did he come from? Why was he wearing that suit? How long has he been in the mine? Why was he in the mine? How did he get there? I assume if he's been there the whole time, then the explosion of the mines when John threw his hammer and blew up the mine must have awakened it then. That must have been the reason. That, or when that girl who was a part of the team was punching the ground trying to get that guy out. Either or of those two things is the reason that Bizarro woke up. But yeah, what Earth is he from? How did he get here? Why was he wearing this suit? How long has he been here? On his Earth, who created him? Like, is it just an alternate mutated version of Superman, or was he created by somebody? And what does he want? It looks like he's in Clark's old fortress, so my question is he gonna try to restore it? If he could restore it, that'd be nice. We would like the fortress to be returned, but I wonder if he's going to restore it. But man, the fight during this was really good. Like, I like that they included John Henry Irons in that fight. I thought it was gonna be just a Superman fight, which I would have been fine with that too. But because Clark is having these headaches, I didn't think he would be able to fight it alone. So I'm glad John is there. But we also saw Clark was having very angry freakouts this episode, and it was because he was feeling the emotions of Bizarro. Now, as far as the comic, Bizarro and Superman are two very different beings. Like, Bizarro is a clone version of Superman, like how Superboy, Connor Kent, is a clone version. But Connor Kent is the perfect version, but I guess semi-perfect version, because he has to use Lex Luthor DNA and Kryptonian DNA in order to balance the DNA out and make it more linear like Superman does. But because the cop-out to that is that he doesn't have all of Superman's powers, like in Young Justice. Or he could if the writers write it in that way, like in Titans. But yeah, but since he's the deformed clone version of Superman, he still has all his powers, but not everything else. He's the opposite. And that's interesting, man. It really is. So they were both having the split headaches. And whenever so originally it was just headaches. It was, like originally Clark was seeing visions of Bizarro down in the cave. That's all he was seeing. He was just seeing visions. Then when he tried to, at the beginning of the episode, fly to the mine to get to it, he started to become more connected to Bizarro. And the connection was so strong that he started feeling his emotions. So the fear, the angriness of yelling at everybody, the fear of being in a closed space and everybody attacking him all at once. It was literally feeling Bizarro's feelings. Now in the comics, I don't know if that's the thing. I think just because they're two separate beings, they don't feel each other's emotions, because that would really be annoying. I don't think they do that. I think it's just they're literally two different beings. One is just less intelligent than the other. They're just polar opposites. But yeah, man, that's a really good reveal. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting Bizarro, man. I really was not. And it's ironic because I was just watching an episode of Smallville when Bizarro in Smallville, he looked like Clark, but when he was in the sun, his face would distort to look like this a little bit. But yeah, in that version, in Smallville, he was just wearing opposite colors of Clark's outfit, and he just distorted his face when he was in the sun. But man, here he literally looked the part. Like he had the blue necklace. Was that blue kryptonite? Because if I remember correctly, so if we're saying that, since we do know this, Superman and Bizarro are polar opposites from each other. If I remember correctly, blue kryptonite strips Clark's powers away without killing him. So green kryptonite will make him lose his powers while also slowly killing him. Red kryptonite will change his personality to be more outgoing and a little bit crazy. Red sun obviously drains his powers, like the red sun drains his powers when he starts to tire himself out. So he'll get more exhausted and his powers will start to drain. Blue kryptonite drains his powers completely, so it'd be an equal playing field, because that was on Smallville. Whenever he was fighting Kryptonians, they would release blue kryptonite, or they had a blue kryptonite blade that Zod used once in the show. And it was blue kryptonite, and it just strips your powers away, so like they can cut you and kill you and stuff like that. As long as the blade is in you, you're dead. But blue kryptonite just strips you of your powers completely without killing you. Without the lasting effects of green kryptonite killing you. So if we're saying that they're polar opposites, that means the blue kryptonite would take away Clark's powers without killing him. The blue kryptonite for him must give him his powers. It must increase his powers tenfold. Because in Smallville, when Lionel put that green kryptonite on his chest for the first time, instead of slowly killing Clark like it usually would, it boosted Bizarro's powers and made him stronger. So in this show, I assume that's probably going to be the same thing. But I also assume that the blue kryptonite just increases his powers, and that's why he wears the necklace. Now my question is, does X kryptonite affect him? Because it doesn't affect Clark either. It didn't affect Clark at all when he was exposed to it last season. So I wonder if it's going to affect Bizarro. I have so many questions. I have a lot of questions. I can't wait. I'm going to calm myself down. I just find it so funny and ironic that I literally bought this figure and we find out it's Bizarro who's going to be the main season villain. Or at least probably half the season villain. I hope he's the main season villain. And I wonder if we get to learn anything about him. Obviously we will, but I just can't wait. That's great. Man, this show is so good. This is crazy, man. This show has really surprised me. All season has surprised me. And now we're getting Bizarro. And that's what I hope. I hope this show, because they did say, the showrunners for this show did say that season 2 is going to have a lot more Superman villains appearing. So I wonder which ones will we be seeing. The ones I would like to see are Lobo. I would like to see a live action Lobo. I know that Lobo appeared in live action on Krypton, and a lot of people said that he looked good. Savion, he watched Krypton, and he told me that Brainiac and Lobo were the two best looking characters in that show. So I would like to see Lobo. I really like Lobo's character. Lobo, Brainiac, we already now have Bizarro.
a better looking Doomsday than the one in Smallville. We already got Metallo. We already got that villain. What other Superman villains would I like to see? Mongol. You guys know Mongol from Justice League Unlimited when he gave Superman that plant and made him live like a perfect life? I would like to see Mongol in this show. That'd be awesome. And maybe I think Darkseid would be a bit much. Maybe. I think Darkseid would be a bit too much. I mean, even though Darkseid is, I guess, typically a Superman villain, he usually would need the Justice League to help him fight him, but it would mainly be Superman fighting him. So maybe we'll get Darkseid. Who knows? If they're able to pull this off, we could possibly get Darkseid. But I doubt they would go that far. It's a bit of a leap. Especially because that probably wouldn't fit the narrative of the show. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like putting Darkseid in would be a bit overwhelming, and you wouldn't really focus on Lois' storylines because you're like, I want Darkseid, I want more Darkseid. So I think they probably wouldn't do that because they would feel like it's too overwhelming. They'd probably pick villains that aren't too overwhelming, that makes you forget the Lois storyline. But man, this was a really good episode. I will admit, I hate the fact that it was very fast-paced. It was hard for me, like every scene was just going by so fast. I'm not gonna lie. I have to rewatch this because it was going by really fast. And I just had a lot on my mind throughout the episode, but it was going by pretty fast. Man, I love this episode. It was really good. It's a really good episode. So I'm already well over an hour. So let me get some sleep. I got class. But I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to Superman and Lois, Season 2, Episode 3. If you guys enjoyed my reaction to this brilliant, great show, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Hit the subscribe button. Be part of the community. Hit bell notifications so you guys know when I post next. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.